carefully. You know, I've told you people before, and I want to say it again on this platform. You know, when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped or planned to be kidnapped by the former president of the Federation, Nigeria, in person of Muhammadu Buhari, you know, as at that time, it was Lai Muhammad was the Minister of Information who gave the information on air that whosoever or any country that will help them, you know, to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu or to arrest Nnamdi Kanu, as at that time, will be, you know, will be given $100 million. And as at that time, Nnamdi Kanu was not in Nigeria, he was in London. Remember, he was in London as at that time. But the British knows the implication, what it is. If Nnamdi Kanu should be extradited from their country, you know, down to Nigeria, it will play down on their, you know, image.
He has, often jumping bail, been accused of engaging in subversive activities that include inciting violence through television, radio, and online broadcast against the Nigerian state and institutions. Kanu was also accused of instigating violence, especially in southeastern Nigeria, that resulted in the loss of lives and property of civilians, military, paramilitary, police force, and destruction of civil institutions and symbols of civil authorities. Self-acclaimed leader of the proscribed secessionist indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has, for your information, been intercepted through the collaborative efforts of the Nigerian intelligence and security services. Recent steps taken by the federal government saw to the interception of the fugitive Kanu on Sunday, the 27th day of June 2021.
And it will play down their name regard to the level that, you know, people are taking them or they place themselves in the EU and in the world. NATO, to be precise, as what? As a colonial masters. You know, they colonize so many countries in the world. So they don't want to bring their reputation down. They have to do what? Hold on. But quite unfortunately, that the French Interpol was an element used to trace Nnamdi Kanu movement down to Kenya, and there they gave information to the former president of Kenya, who now ordered his men to go and beat up Nnamdi Kanu to Koma, and from there they arrested him and they kidnapped him. He spent 8 days with the Kenyan people before Nigeria coming to do what? To pick him up. And in doing that, you know what that means? It is called kidnapping. Because before Nnamdi Kanu could travel to Kenya, the Kenya government is aware of his coming. Yes. And if they don't want him, they wouldn't have, you know, give him a passing order regard to his passport, which he tendered, the document that he tendered to them of visiting their country, and they approve it. Because if they did not approve it, he wouldn't have travel or make any movement to Kenya. So on that note, as you can see, the Interpol today from the French country are now doing what? Trying to plead that they are sorry for allowing themselves to their element or their organization to be used, you know, to carry out illegality regard to what has happened with Nnamdi Kanu in the case of kidnapping down to Nigeria from Kenya. And Kenya country too is now as well, you know, telling Nigerians, please, we don't want trouble. Please, we don't want to this mess. because this thing have messed their country up. They are telling Nigeria, return this man to Kenya so that we can sort out one or two things that is needed to be sorted out so that you can have your way. You know, if you want to extradite him, you know the process and the procedure, not using us as an instrument, you know, to fall victims of this illegality of criminalism, because it is a terrorist act to kidnap somebody. You know, so that's why both the DJ, everybody is complaining today. Everybody is trying to put their head off from the case. And for the DS, the Department of State Security of the Federation, are now pulling their head. Are you not saying Nigeria losing? For Muhammadu Buhari, even denying of the one holding Nnamdi Kanu, are you not seeing Nigeria as well losing? That means even Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you know, will not stand, because he cannot withstand with Nnamdi Kanu. So him coming out like this, you can see what happened to them. That in the court, Omotosho is now, you know, flaming up regard to the way the Nigerian government counsel in the court today, the way they appear, you know, they did not come up with a complete witness, and they have been, you know, delaying, and James Omotosho, you know, out of you know, the anger, he now decided to give them a serious warning. He said he's giving them 2 weeks. Inside that 2 weeks, within 6 days, to choose in 6 days, under 2 weeks, concerning their witnesses and concerning this, you know, case, or else he is going to strike their case as a weak one. Do you understand? So, and that justice, so as it stands now, Nnamdi Kanu, regard to his case and the kidnapping aspect of it, is on a winning side, and we will continue to win. Forget what Nigeria have tagged us to be. IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, they tag them terrorists. But Mighty Allah is not a terrorist. Mighty Allah are working freely. Toji Bello is moving freely. Iswambo commander is moving freely. Look at the new commander that says Shekau is back. You understand? Shekau is back and is moving freely. What is happening? Sidious Musa did not see them. Nigerian government did not see those ones. But it is Nnamdi Kanu, a man who is fighting for the betterment of the people, is an enemy. There is something one man said, which I concur, that in Nigeria today, our prisoners, our prison rooms are empty. No prisoners anymore. But the only prisoner we have is Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why every day you go to court, no other case rather than Nnamdi Kanu case.
But we saw just so much as just said that this case has taken too long, and at the same time, you know, video of where, you know, the Uzodima, you know, the DSS DG Adeola Ajayi and T.Y. Danjuma, you know, video were played as regards them encouraging people to encouraging Nigerian citizens to defend themselves against incessant attack from the Fulani headmen and from, you know, these bandits. But what we saw today, do you think that victory shot for Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes, you know, victory is already on the side of Nnamdi Kanu and on the side of the IPOB generally, because that was the only thing they said they found inside his laptop, Radio Biafra. You know, that what he incited in London regard to self-defense was what triggered to the death of Gulag. Are you hearing me? So, and that was what the Northerners are standing on, that what he said triggered to the death of Gulag. And now, let me tell you, DG Ajayi have said so. The same incitement telling Nigerians, you know, to rise up and defend themselves. What does that mean? Is it not the same incitement of self-determination and self-defense? T.Y. Danjuma, Theophilus Danjuma, started the same thing, but they are working freely. Yes, because they are what? Yoruba and the Hausa, they are not Igbo. But Nnamdi Kanu, who they say that, although he was the first to incite such, so they now see him being an Igbo man as the worst enemy. No, every Igbo man in the hands of Nigerians is always a problem before the Nigerians. You can see that, and that is why you can see Shetima, the vice president, who travel to UN. What did he say? He said the people of the land have the right to do what? To defend their land. Why is it now that they stand to defend their land? The Nigerian government is now going against Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I said what I said, that what is playing today is Igbophobia, and that is why indigenous people of Biafra, like Nnamdi Kanu, and we the followers are ready now, and we are saying it to the people of the world, we are ready to go. We want to quit this country, we want to exit from Nigeria, because it is time for a total freedom. It is time to manage the blessings of the Lord that God has given to us, to our ancestral land. Let's develop it and let's use it, and let's make Africa a better place to be. Who tell you that Americans, who tell you that Europeans, who tell you that the other Western world will not seek for our passport to come Africa? But why is it that they use what we have, to develop their land, but they will not like our own place, Africa, here to be developed? And that is why Biafra, in person of Nnamdi Kanu, has emerged, because Biafra is going to be one of the best countries ever in the world. Like I said before, Biafra is coming. A time will come, Biafra will be the one to rule the world, just as America is ruling the world today.
Not mention the very airport that was destroyed. They cannot mention one out of the whole police stations and command all over Nigeria. The DSS testifier could not mention one. See, let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, Onye Ndundi Igbo, or Hamadika one, has no case. That's why you see this case dragging, still be overstretching. I don't know what to understand. Because the man in question is innocent. That's why Omotocho is entering into agreement with Nnamdi Kanu's legal team not to leak anything out to the media. Is that how to handle a case? Is Nnamdi Kanu being tried secretly? It's not a secret trial. Why are they hiding? What are they hiding? What they are hiding is that they don't want the whole world to be hearing the kind of magic, dramatic magic taking place in the court of appeal in Abuja. See, let me tell you, it has gotten to a stage that Nnamdi Kanu will come out and it will surprise federal government of that. It's over-attracting publicity, over-attracting international communities. What is actually, eventually, happening in the court of law in Nigeria. I'm aware of an attorney general that is coming from either America or Europe to actually see a court that is still trying someone that a whole Supreme Court has set free. I don't know what I understand. A testifier that cannot bring a single fact is allowed to wear masquerade. Tell me the reason why he is hiding his identity. If actually he knows he's saying the truth. Who is the man behind the mask is the general question. A paid mercenary, a paid policeman or soldier man, a paid Igbo man or Yoruba man, a paid Hausa man or Fulani man. Yes, they're hiding something. They don't want to reveal it, but only Nnamdi Kanu knows. No, I'm telling you the truth. It will surprise you all. That man is a paid mercenary, somebody from Biafra, a Biafra witness, testifier, who does not have anything to say. So you come to testify, you will not prepare your work well. You must come with documents to back your testimony up. You cannot just go there, start vomiting bullshit without telling the whole world the facts, dates, figures, where everything happened in the past. Come out with facts and figures. That is when people will at least believe you. It does not. See, let me tell you, our democracy does not entail transparency and accountability. That's why you see people masquerading around, trying to sway justice for sake of selfish interest. Say, trial of Nnamdi Kanu is a tribal antagonism. No, I'm telling you the truth. Because I don't see the reason why that certificate that was tendered before the Supreme Court is being retendered again in this current. What is this? Previous charges are still reoccurring back. What kind of case is that? All I know is that James Omotocho will bring this matter to an end today. He's not going to at least adjourn it anymore. We don't want any other adjournment. He's not going to see. This is a clear mimic. This is a clear dramatic, let me say, magic going on in Nigerian courts. This is a clear melodrama. It is melodramatic. What is going on in Nigerian court? What we are having there is just an ordinary kangaroo. Even military tribunal, they actually open up to what? The media, both electronic and house media, to tell the world what is being transpired. Haven't you seen Okuta panel? Even Kwani Diabo was there. When all those cocaine pushers were killed, tried. The whole world know what actually brought about the shooting of the first cocaine pushers. Of the first time cocaine was, made, cocaine pushing was made a capital punishment in Nigeria. The 3 victims, they were made known to the public. At least they have story to tell their parents. The media has story to tell. They did not hide anything in 1985 until 3 of them were condemned. Yes, Bartholomew Osofia's senior brother, an Oko bright student, was killed among the victims of this same jihadist, Buhari. Buhari is a jihadist. I'm telling you, Buhari, don't remove it. Don't remove it. Bartholomew Bernard Ojulope. Listen, my opinion counts. Bernard Ojulope, Bartholomew Owo did not kill anybody. The 2 of them, Yoruba, Igbo, and the Delta, former Bende State, they were not terrorists. They did not kill anybody. Cocaine pushers in our constitution is not ought. That is the law is even very, very amiable, friendly to an offender. That's a trafficker. It shouldn't be made total, how do I put it? It won't be made final. That is capital punishment for the offenders. Buhari and the Diabo condemned innocent Igbo, innocent Yoruba man, innocent Benderlites. What? Why? Tribal antagonisms. Igbo hatred. Igbo na Kwano. Nnamdi Kanu has no case. Yes. If actually they know that he has case, unmask the masked men, the masked fires, they should expose their faces. Why blocking the lawyers, Nnamdi Kanu legal teams from talking to the world, from opening up to the media? You have something hiding. You have an ace up your sleeves, meaning you are hiding lots and lots of things in your cupboard. Nnamdi Kanu should be freed. He is not a terrorist. There are many terrorists, many vagabonds, as bandits and brigands going on their normal business in Nigeria, walking free on the streets of Kano State, Maiduguri, worshiping in their various mosques across the North region. And Nnamdi Kanu, an innocent businessman agitating for Biafra, is suffering for what he doesn't know. Nnamdi Kanu has right to agitate for Biafra. Okay, listen to, bring the camera closer. I have right to agitate for Biafra. It is my constitutional right to agitate for self-determination. See, Biafra agitation must explode. I mean explosion, volcanic eruption after Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal. You can't stop Biafra. Listen and listen well. You know they see well Nigeria. You can't stop a country that was existing almost 1,000 plus years ago, before inception of Nigeria in just 111 years ago, 1914. You are telling me that a country that was here more than 500 years before Fredom Lugard and his wife came and told us, Nigeria area. Okay, I'm not a Nigerian area man, I'm a Biafran man. Time shall come when all Igbos will pick up agitation business as their normal, let me say, transaction.
Okay, but a lot of Biafrans
worldwide
are so upset.
Igbos in diaspora, Igbos in Nigeria. Agitation for Biafra is going to be a normal transaction, daily transaction.
Okay, but a lot of Biafrans on social media, most importantly on the comment section of Alejimakot S Andrew, they said they are not trusting what is going on as regards this secret trial. Now Alejimakot should come out and tell the press. Yes, but we know for a fact that yesterday Omotosho warned him. He told him that the agreement.
For what?
Yeah, he said the agreement they had with the Nigerian council.
Have agreement.
Nigerian council.
Having agreement is now trying to pet injustice. Having agreement now is like what? Suffocating justice. Having agreement now is just like putting perfume on perfume on cheat, excretion. Kind about perfume. That's why they're having agreement. Law is law, internationally and nationally. If not culpable, it is what? Acquittance. Yes. If not culpability, I mean the law. It means guilty. Are you guilty or not guilty? No or yes. Nnamdi Kanu isn't. He wasn't. Currently, he isn't. He has denounced it. He has renounced guilty. Guilt. I'm telling you, it is written all over him. He has been teaching and tutoring and lecturing these people in the courtroom about Nigerian law, about international law, and they still insisted during Buhari administration. They are still insisting now to hold an innocent person. Something is happening secretly. They don't want to leave an innocent man, but I know that the forces that will remove Nnamdi Kanu will choke Nigerians from the jail. Yeah. And could anything happen to him, we will know. 2 tortoises, which one is male or female?
Okay.
Tortoise. You can see reproductive appendum of the tortoise. Let me say reproduction organ of the tortoise. Because of the child, it is covering it up. But if anything happens to that man or Amadika one of Igbo land, we will know 2 tortoises, which one is male or female.
Okay, but we know that the case was adjourned today. But for a fact, Nnamdi Kanu council team asked for adjournment because of what? Because they said they want to bring a video to the court where the DSS, current DSS and DG Ajola Ajayi said that what the citizens have the right to protect themselves. That if you see someone that want to kill you, you also try to kill the person. That is not different from what Nnamdi Kanu said. Do you think with this video, do you think that Justice Omotosho will convinced that Nnamdi Kanu said the right thing?
That's why they are hiding many things, because I know that the DG of the current DSS in Nigeria here has actually uttered that word. He told us, you, all Nigerians, go and pick weapon to defend yourself against the Fulanis. He told me now, take me to court. I will tell her, una go invite him now. Una go invite me, go stay. I go yanam. Okay, you told me, you instructed me. Meaning, if you get gun here with me, I should defend my gun with documents, isn't it? So police station, so federal government agencies gave me and handed over this document for me. That is it. That's what the only thing Nigerians needed now. Get your gun and defend yourself. One useless native Fulani from Mali will knock on your door one day and disalive you, unalive you, buy you. Render your children either motherless or fatherless. And we are here looking for Fulani government. Fulani man will allow Mali man to come and be killing Nigerians, and Fulani man will distance himself. I don't know him. He's a Fulani man. Are you not a Fulani man? Are you people not the same? You dress like him. You carry AK-47 like him. You are telling me you are not Mali Fulani. Mali Fulani rear cattle. You rear cattle. Wandering from place to place. You are telling me you are not Fulani, Mali. So Igbos in Gabon, Igbos in where again? Panya, Baranda Po, Equatorial Guinea, Cameroon. You will tell me that they are different Igbo. So they are different Igbo. If I see them, I will avoid them. Say this one are different Igbo. Igbos scattered all over the world. Yorubas all over the Yoruba in Brazil are the same Yoruba. Yoruba in Cuba, Yoruba Jase, Yoruba. Okay, I know something. Oh, you people should live in Nnamdi Kanu. Something is wrong with you. Someone must know what we are agitating for. Nigeria is not working. Allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue his business. You are not feeding his wife. You are not feeding his family. You are not even paying his bills. What is the need of interrupting the young man? And he has stopped doing the beautiful work we've known him for good 48 months now. Once upon a time, a country that was formed and designed under the powers of darkness at Confluence Town, Lokoja, by two beings, human beings, Florence and Loglugard, all of a sudden become thorns on our fledges, and we could not own it up at. Nigeria is faultedly what? Structured. The structure of Nigeria is based on serious omission and error. It shouldn't be a nation, multinational. There are many nations in this contraption, and failure to integrate so that each and every nation will become a sovereignty of their own. I don't think Nigeria is going anywhere. Besides, Nnamdi Kanu has been awarded financial incentives for the military operation inspected by the then Chief of Army Staff, Brutai.